Okay, so to test the throttle position sensor on a 5.2 Magnum, I think it's the same for the V6 Magnums, but this is the first generation of fuel injection, so I think it's like 92 to 96 or something like that. This is the older style, but the way you're going to test it is you can either hook it up and plug it in with the battery and do some voltage testing, but then you have to cut in the wires to do that. In electricity, your resistance is always going to be related to your voltage. So this prong on the left is your ground, this prong on the right is the hot, and this is the signal wire in the middle. Now this provides, I think it's 5 volts from the plug, provides 5 volts to the sensor, and then the sensor is just a resistor. Pretty much everything in electronics and electricity, anything with electricity is just a resistor, right? So you can measure your resistance between the left and the middle prong to test your throttle position sensor. Now, you can put your multimeter probes, put your ground on the left prong and your positive in the middle prong, put those on there and take a look at that ohm reading. I don't remember exactly what it was. I believe it was 0.7 or so kilo ohms. Now, what you're going to do is when you have those two touching, when you have your multimeter hooked up to these two prongs, is you're going to watch your multimeter, make sure your multimeter is set to ohms for this, and then you're going to slowly increase the throttle here. Well, the engine is off, of course. Now, when you slowly increase that throttle plate, well, it opens the throttle plates in there, the throttle linkage, I should say. When you slowly open that, the resistance on your multimeter should slowly start to increase if you've hooked it up to this left ground and the middle signal wire. Now, if you slowly open that throttle position linkage and the ohm reading on your multimeter does not slowly increase or stays the same until you hit a certain point and then it just jumps, then you have a bad TPS. If it doesn't change at all, you have a bad TPS. Now, if the resistance goes down, there's a really good chance that your TPS is installed upside down. So you might want to flip that first before buying a new throttle position sensor. But I tested mine because I was having some idle issues, but I think it's within the PCM because I tested it. The resistance slowly went up between the left ground and the middle signal wire.